Rubber Ducky here. Welcome to episode 39 of the Arma Cold War Assault series. James Gastovski must find and capture General Guba before he escapes. You can find the subscribe button to support the channel. Let's get moving and catch a madman.
Алексей, любимый мой, американцы уничтожили нашу ракету.
Что? Этого не может быть!
Они на нас напали неожиданно. Они как-то туда проникли, я просто даже не знаю.
Как ты могла допустить это?
Алексей, мне жаль, что все так случилось.
Жаль? Ведь я ж тебе верил, Ангелина.
Милый мой, что ты?
Я так тебе верил.
Генерал! Полковник Иосиф, приготовьте вторую ракету.
Вторую ракету?
План Б. Приготовьте мою машину. Сию минуту!
NATO has conquered the south part of Kolgujev, and we've destroyed Guba's nuclear missile. Soviet troops are plunged into chaos and they're retreating to the north. All we need to do is pick up the general. Intel reports that Guba left his residence in a jeep with Colonel Yusuf just a couple minutes ago. He'll probably try to leave the island in a boat because NATO now controls all airspace around Kolgujev. Find him and arrest him before he can leave. Commander Gastovski, you'll start here with your squad. Arrest General Guba before he leaves the island. General Guba's caused me a lot of grief on this godforsaken island. Now it's payback time. Better stay sharp, though. Don't want to lose it now, having come so far. Scouts report there are plenty of hardcore troops still loyal to Guba in the north, and they may even have tanks. And I also suspect the good general's got a trick or two still up his sleeve. At least I've got a few vehicles of my own here in the base, a strong team, and a good supply of grenades. So the gear selection is opened up, but we want a law launcher for sure. And then we're going to fill out with laws right here. Oh, I missed it. There we go. And I don't really care if we keep the HK. It's not a big deal. Just like General Guba might have a plan up his sleeve, I do as well. We are going to load everybody right here into the M113. I'm going to drive, and we are going to tear off to the south. So, out the gate to the south, you can see there is a dirt road. And we're going to head to this compound over here that's due west of us. So we need to take this route, down through this road, and then this is all Allied territory. Up here it starts getting a little iffy. But that's where we're heading, and we should be there in just a few moments. Go ahead and drop a comment down below if you know why I'm going to this compound before we get there. Also, is this the way you do the mission? Do you have a different way? I have done this mission one time in a different manner than I'm about to. It was not great, let's say. I did win it that way, but I didn't love it. And so, if you know, you know. But I am kind of curious what else you guys like to do or how you like to play it. So, give me a comment. Let me know what's up. In a perfect world, we won't need to use our law launcher. We do have it because they have so much armor on this island. And I mean, we're in Soviet territory, so it makes sense. Like, this is their fortified island. They've got stuff here, and this is, you know, a piece of their terrain. They're not just going to give it up. But the sheer amount of stuff that I'm about to come across is insane. Fortunately, by the time you get to this, you are a well-seasoned veteran of the conflict, and it's not the end of the world. We do still have a moment before we arrive, so while I'm thinking about it, I hope everybody has enjoyed the Arma Cold War Assault series. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and check out my playthrough in Arma 3. There is a mod on Steam for it called Cold War Rearm. So you can play all the same missions with all the same characters, but in the Arma 3 engine and universe. It's much, much smoother and beautiful graphics. But it does lose some nostalgia, which is why we're here, because I do love this classic, and it's great just the way it is, even with the dated graphics. You can see the compound right here. There's the perimeter fence. Let's see. Oh, guy right on us, right on us. Okay, we got that guy. We had to drift him, but we got him. Fortunately, the Maudus mowed down the other one. I think there's only those two. Looks clear. We do have to be careful. It's nice having the M113, but even hand grenades can mess this thing up pretty good. Alright, so this is our next ride right here. There's our Hind. Did you know about the Hind here? So I've done this without taking the helicopter because I didn't know the helicopter was here for the longest time. But it is out of fuel. So we need to grab this Ural fuel truck. Go ahead and tell 6 to take the gunner seat. And then everybody else can just get in back. They're along for the ride.
2, 3, 4, 5, 7, board pipe.
Oh, we don't want to run these guys over. It is a little bit hard to see them with the sun setting out there. So, like I said, chopper is empty on fuel, but it's no big deal as long as you don't destroy this truck as you pull up. There is all kinds of equipment laying around this island. I would actually like to spend some time doing a little bit more exploring.
6, waiting.
But there are tanks and BMPs and choppers and trucks, all kinds of stuff. Alright, so we're going to take on some fuel real quick. Go ahead and start the engine. Alright, we're all fueled up. Now, because I mentioned that there's a lot of equipment here, they do have Shilkas. This is not just going to be a turkey shoot. So, we're going to look at the map real quick. We know that Guba is in the northwest, right? But we have to go that way to find him, but we do have to be cautious about their air defenses. So, I know there's Shilkas. There's 3. So there's one somewhere right in here. And then, so I think, yeah, we can double click. We can drop a marker. So we'll put Shilka here. These are things that we want to be aware of as we're approaching. We'll have to kind of use long-range missiles. But the Shilkas can totally hit us from 1, maybe 1.5 clicks. There's another Shilka. I think it's on top of that hill. And then up here by the port, or the base, whatever you want to call it, there's another one up there.
12 o'clock, unknown, tank, 2000.
And as we go ahead and get out of here, we're going to go west because we want to avoid that Shilka just north of us. But when we start going east, we need to watch for enemy contacts to appear on the radar because that thing will gun us down so quick. So we do have our troops with us. We don't want to use them, right? But in a pinch, if we run into contacts and the chopper gets damaged, we do still have some backup. We've got anti-tank mines, we got laws, we've got a medic, so we can do what we got to do. Now,
1 o'clock, tank, 2000. Target tank, 19.
is that an enemy tank right there? We're not getting hits. There is an enemy T-80 that's somewhere nearby. Oh, that one's 1,500 meters away. That's not us. That's not going to hit us. Yeah, the very first time I took the chopper, I just flew to my right. Totally got into a fight with a T-80 that actually killed me. Oh, that's an M60. Nope, 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 nope.
No target.
Okay, that makes sense. That is to the south, and we don't really expect contact to the south. The briefing says that NATO has control of the southern half of the island. And as you can see on the map, we are in friendly territory, so that's my bad. Hopefully those guys didn't die. We'll just edit that right out of your minds. Pretend that didn't happen. But like I said, we're going west. We're going to stay sort of low. because we don't want to open up a lot of firing lines for the Shilkas. We are going to get far out of their range as we get west, but doesn't mean that we're completely safe.
Target 3.
There we go.
12 o'clock. Tank 1000.
Now, we want to save the AT-6 missiles for any Shilkas. This T-80 we should be able to kill with the cannon. It is foggy. Oh, he's rolling. There we go. Good hits, good hits. This gun doesn't have a lot of depression. I feel like the Apache and the Cobra can hit targets closer than the Hind. I don't know if that's true in real life, so I'm kind of curious. If you know the answer about the Hind, you know, let me know. Alright, T-80, dead. Another thing to keep in mind, this mission is on a timer. Okay, that's Guba's UAZ. We're going to drop that thing very carefully. There we go. But yeah, so the mission has a timer. And if for some reason this is your first time seeing this mission, we'll just not talk about it. But you do have to be sort of expeditious here. There is plenty of time, but it's very easy to get lost because there are so many targets here. See, like we can't get the gun down that low. So there should be some Spetsnaz down here. You can see a guy walking. That's got to be the general. I don't remember how many guards he brings with him. I definitely saw the one guy that we had locked up. Now, this is going to be hard to get the gun that low, especially as they move lower in elevation into that canyon. Oh, there's another Spetsnaz off my 3 o'clock right here. So we do want to be careful because with the exploding cannon rounds, it is possible to hit the general even without hitting him. There we go. He is joining the Russian space program. All right. We expect there to be one contact down there in the canyon somewhere.
No target.
Let's go ahead and set down right here. It's kind of flat. You do have to be careful. The chopper will roll down the hill. All right. I trust it. Let's go down here. Okay, there he is. He's hung up on that tree. Oh, wow. Okay.
Follow 1. 8. Ready.
Думаешь, что ты меня поймал, америкашка? Ты думаешь, что ты выиграл? Дурак! Даже теперь, когда ты торжествуешь и радуешься, что ты выиграл, мой гениальный план близится к завершению. Пока ты тут стоишь и ухмыляешься, как победитель, моя другая ракета готовится к старту в северо-восточной части этого острова. Уже совсем скоро ты умрешь вместе со своими идиотами-друзьями. И вся вселенная превратится в хаос!
Сомневаюсь, товарищ генерал.
Говоришь по-русски.
All right. Let's get him in the chopper, right in the back.
Roger.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha 1. Target captured. Repeat, target captured. Over.
Roger that, Alpha 1. Time to celebrate. Over.
Not so fast, Papa Bear. Be advised. Second missile located Kolgujev, northeast. Moving to neutralize. Over.
Received and understood. Fast as you can, Alpha 1. Good luck. Out.
All right, so he's coming. We can't stick around here for too long because there are enemy patrols all over the place. Like that T-80 was driving, there are other vehicles. I also don't know if they respond to contact or if they are just randomly patrolling, but we don't want to be here when they get here. Let's see, come on. Spool up. And come on, lift off, lift off. There we go. All right. Hover. We're going to drift into the trees. There we go. Okay, so we shouldn't be in super high danger right now while we're off the ground. That doesn't mean they can't hit us, but we should have a second. So I'm going to pull up the map and let's plot our route a little bit. So you can see us, and that's our first Shilka. So we're probably just going to go generally towards it. We're kind of pointing north. We need to be like somewhere right here, like 30, 35 degrees, something like that. That'll take us straight to it. And because the coast is on our side, we can duck a little bit behind the elevation change if we need to, I feel like. I don't think the Shilka can get below 0 degrees depression. So if we get low, I don't think it can hit us. And I don't think it's on the shore. I think it's kind of on an elevated position. I guess we'll find out. Contact right. Where is it? Let's go over there real quick. 30 Mike. Yeah, see, he's rolling. So, like, if we'd sat there for much longer, that T-80 was rolling up on us. We would have had some problems. Nope. We got to get the nose back down. Slow down. We're going to overshoot. There we go. Cannon's coming down. Good hits. Man, those things take a lot of hits. Alright. It is immobilized. We want it destroyed. We want the full kill on it. There we go. Now you can hear it explode. Alright. Target destroyed. We got to get back on 030, give or take. That's the UAZ. So yeah, if this Shilka is down on the shore, we'll have a little bit of trouble because we won't have the terrain to mask us. But we are going to come in from the west a little bit like this. And we'll pivot north. We'll start watching that radar. So there's a major elevation change there. See, it looks like he's... like the road isn't in the water, right? So if I marked it reasonably correct, he's east of the road. So let's get right here. Where is the road relative to us? Is it on that ridge line? Yes, it is. So this plan does work okay. We can duck west and down if we need to. We're gonna pop up, look for a target.
Target 0, 7, 10 o'clock. Target 2000.
Okay. Missile away. Yep, that's the Shilka. Start dropping. I think we got it. The round stopped flying at us. But yes, he was trying to engage us at 1,800 meters. So they're dangerous. So that should be this first one. There's another one on this same course, just further up the coast. So we'll start going that way, and we'll see what we come across. Now, the chopper obviously also goes a lot faster. I am not trying to rush because I don't want to fly into its range before I can engage it on the radar. So we're just kind of taking a leisurely approach, like 135. It's kind of fast, but not so fast that we'll be out of control, not so slow that it's going to take forever to get there. As we close in, though, I do want to slow down just a little bit, so bear with me. We're not getting shot at, so I'm going to assume this guy's dead.
12 o'clock. Unknown.
Contact.
ABC 07.
BMP. All right. Can we hit that with the cannon? Yeah. There we go. Get some flashes on that. We're definitely getting hits. BMP is destroyed. You know, I said it during the escape mission. I would really have loved more action on this island because it's very intriguing to me. Like, it's kind of desolate, but there's a lot of playability in it, and there's all the extra terrain that you don't really see, like between the mountains and the small island that's offshore here that you can't currently see. There's a lot of things you can do on this map. Let me know if you would have liked to see more action on this island. I would have been happy with 10 more missions and a little bit more in the air and a little bit more on this island. We are 1.5 clicks, maybe a little bit more out right now, so we should start seeing it pop up soon. It might be too high in elevation that we can't see it yet. As you can see, like, everything to the east of us does have a decent elevation spike. So the road has a chicane right here somewhere. And, yep, right there. And it's going to start gaining elevation. And then if you follow the road, the Shilka's up here. There's a hill to the right side of the road. And I believe the Shilka is on or near it. Nope, not that. Disregard that.
Enemy BMP 1000.
Alright, contact 11 o'clock. We got a BMP.
Target BMP 05.
Yeah, 900 meters. Let's see if we can hit that. Good hits. Come on. There we go. Wonder if we're landed just short. We might need elevation to get a kill on that. I'm not sure what is stopping us from hitting it. Oh, there's the Shilka rounds coming at us. Low, 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 low. We're getting very close.
12 o'clock. Tank 1000.
See there, we can use the terrain to mask us. Let's see. Target. Nope, it's grayed out. We're gonna have to get elevation. Let's get on the offensive here with it. So we're gonna need the AT-6, and we're gonna need altitude. That's it. AT-6 up. Send it.
6 o'clock. T-72 1000.
There's a T-72 behind us. Did we get him? I think we got it.
No target. Target T-72.
Okay, there's a T-72. I wonder if it called 6 o'clock, but this was the T-72 they were talking about. It is empty.
Enemy BMP 500.
BMP close.
BMP 13.
Circle around and hit that. We've only got 79 cannon rounds left. We need these shots to count. You can see him. Good hits, yeah. So we were definitely getting misses because that's like 5 or 6 hits for the kill.
Target T-80 06.
So I believe that one is empty, like it's white, so it should be empty. These are all tanks that are like up for grabs, I believe. You can take any of these. We could strafe these with rockets. I don't know if they have infantry down there. There's more tanks. Oh, Shilka engaging us.
No target. Enemy BMP.
Get low.
Target BMP.
Okay, there's a BMP. Oop, we're still getting shot at. Gotta get low. Down in the trees. So yeah, I don't know if they have any crews down here, any infantry, or if this is an abandoned base, but there are plenty of vehicles here.
Target Shilka 06.
I feel like that's a hit. I think that last one was a hit. Nope. Oh wait, that's another one.
06. 2 o'clock. Enemy. Target 2000.
Keep going. Alright, I think it stopped.
No target.
Alright, now we'll move up and see if we can find that SCUD. I'm pretty sure
Target 06.
that's all the Shilkas that exist.
Shilka is history. Target Hind 1.
Oh! It's an empty Hind, too. We're kind of out of weapons. Maybe we take that. We have one AT-6 and no cannon rounds. Where is that? Way out there. I don't think he's going to close 1,000 meters before we can get this. What about infantry? Is there any patrols down here?
7 o'clock. Soldier
Yeah.
50. Target soldier 2-5.
Come on. Can't get the gun that low. So there's definitely 2 of them. Might be more. Come on, get the gun down. There we go. Okay, pretty sure that guy's dead. I don't know about the second one. There he is. Like, lost him for a minute. No. Get low. There we go. I don't see anybody else. And then we have that BMP in the distance. So let's go ahead and make this kind of a quick swap. Let's see. We want 6 to stay with us. All of them to get out. All of you guys get in the back of the Hind. And then 6 can get out, and he can join the Hind at the gunner position.
6, disembark. 7, ready. 6, waiting. 6, out of ammo. 6,
What?
gunner, get in high.
You're not out of ammo, you're fine. Come on, 6. Preferably before that BMP shows up. Alright, we got everybody. Let's fire this bad boy up and get out of here. I like that we're just like parked at a house. Like, you know, whoever lives here is just, you know, on a potty break, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna touch down, go hit the head, and we'll just leave the helicopter in the front yard. And we are off again.
Target Shilka 05.
Okay, that should be the one we killed.
6 o'clock, BMP 500.
Ho ho! He did close in quite a bit.
Target PMP 2, 3. 10 o'clock, unknown. Shit, 1,000.
Nope. Yeah, yep, we got him. Finish that off. Now, if you played this game, you might be old enough. Do you remember the game Hind? It's very, very old school, kind of obscure. Good times, though.
07. No target.
But leave a comment down below if you know which game I'm talking about. So, where are we? We're way up here. BMP. Let's get this guy. Oh, we're being shot at. There's another Shilka. I thought we had all of them. We are way missing that BMP. Oh, but he's dead anyway. Where's that Shilka? We got the AT-6 up. I don't think we hit it, and it's also not shooting at us now. Ural, no. That's the dead one. Oh, we're being shot at. Oh, we're getting hit. We're getting hit. Okay, Shilka is white. I believe he's dead. Ooh. They almost wiped out their own general. I kind of wasn't expecting that Shilka out there. We have to be a little bit more vigilant in our search. Okay, that's a T-80. Let's send it.
Target T-80, 07. Target T-80, 07. Target T-80,
Okay.
07.
Oh, we overshot that. We're too close. All right. That one must be empty.
No target.
Now, where is the missile? Because we are getting a little bit close on time.
Target ship 2, 2.
That's a boat.
No target. Target Shilka 2, 6. No target.
Sun is setting quick. All right. I feel like
Target ship 2, 2. No
I thought it was near this forest.
Target T-80, 0.
It's a T-80. I don't know if those are hitting it or not. Yep, there we go.
No target.
So, no, not near this forest. Let's go to hover real quick. What's this one over here?
Target ship 1,
That's the
8.
boat.
Target 2, 4. No target.
That's 2 clicks out. That's definitely nothing.
Target 2, 5.
Also 2
Target
clicks.
Shilka 2,
That's the
8.
Shilka.
No target.
Nothing on the ground. Okay. I mean, the base, like I always thought it was like right here, right? But the base up here to the northeast, they had a lot of vehicles, and maybe it's on this side of the forest. Maybe I just missed it. We can go check over here, and then we can continue that path up to the northeast, and we'll see if there's anything in the little town or whatever where they had all the tanks parked. I kind of remember doing this on foot, and I came through the woods, and I thought it was this forest, but, you know, I could be totally way off. Okay, we do want to watch out for the port. Make sure that there's not like a Shilka that's going to gun us down.
Target T-80.
It's a T-80.
Target T-80.
That's a T-80.
Target
What?
SCUD Hunt,
Yes, that's it.
0.
Now, interesting. Does it... Uh-oh, lights are on. Lights are on. Oh my gosh. Does it move? I don't think I've destroyed it here at the top of the hill. I mean, imagine not using the helicopter and trying to get up here and kill that thing with at least 2 T-80s there. Plus all the stuff that you come across in between. That would be brutal. There's no concealment.
Papa Bear, come in, Papa Bear. Over.
Alpha 1, this is Papa Bear. You saved the world yet? Over.
I sure have, Papa Bear. The missile's history at Guba's in custody. Over.
Great work, Alpha 1. Great work. Papa Bear, out.
Okay. Do we have to return to base? Alright. We came from this way. Somewhere. What is this?
Target ship 2,
Boat.
4.
Oh, doesn't even matter. Okay. So, 5-star, 19,800 score, victory. Congratulations, James. Guba arrested and the nuke destroyed. A magnificent piece of work. You'll get a medal for this. We did kill 2 T-80s, 4 Shilkas, 3 officers, 2 Spetsnats, 4 BMPs, 3 machine gunners, the SCUD, 29 crew, 8 soldiers, and a UAZ. This is an awesome performance for the final combat mission. Of course, I could have continued to run up the score, but I did feel like it was a decent balance of staying on task and also clearing the area. We will have one more episode in this series, so stay tuned to see how it concludes. I appreciate everyone enjoying this classic with me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.